can't believe the show got shut down.
iPods now with
Hey?
hot garbage.
But then, so they were threatening to come bring the gang into our unit, come just like investigate everything, and I just like came and took it down. Nah, I'm not trying to get anybody like.
We had this event planned for quite a while as the closing event to the exhibition Dispatches from the Ghost Ship, portraits drawn by the artist Jacob Cohen. We had originally planned to host this event in the exhibit, but 1 week after the exhibit went up, the DOC intervened and threatened the Friends of the Academy nonprofit as well as Jacob directly, and we had to take the show down. Special guest today, Akeem Browder from the Khalif Browder Foundation and the founder of Shutdown Rikers.
Hello. Thank you guys for coming. Originally, I had an exhibition, like she said, of 500 portraits drawn of the kids that I've been working with over the past 4 years at Rikers. I went in doing a cello program. I played the cello, so I went in doing a music program. But then I started to sketch them when things were kind of like quiet. And the kids loved the sketches. And even like, I never drew from life before, so I learned how to draw working at Rikers with these kids. I don't know if the kids would just line up for these portraits. It became really, really popular. I started to make little booklets of the drawings, like I have one of them here. I know the kids are some of the most vibrant people I've ever met in my life. They really changed me and kind of touched me in a really personal way. I was drawing one of the girls at the women's facility in Rikers, and I got a call on the unit saying I have to leave the island like immediately and go call. I have an emergency meeting. Jacob, the DOC called us. And they were saying that the show cannot go up. They're saying you don't have permission to show the artworks. There was a lot of gang affiliations on there. The kids would kind of like write their street names or write the block they're from, or say the names of all their friends who have been indicted, and all types of stuff was on there. Being thugs or being gang affiliated or all this stuff. And this is kind of like the only moment where they have to really just represent themselves how they see themselves. Anyway, the Department of Corrections went crazy. They were saying they were threatening to get lawyers involved and to get the correction officers, Benevolent Association involved because we were depicting pictures of the officers. It was a threat to all the programs on the island. I guess it was a big threat to the Department of Corrections because they really want to limit the amount of transparency that there is on Rikers Island. You know, they don't want to show pictures of a 16-year-old sitting in front of a fan trying to stay cool on a 110-degree day. They don't want to show the officers and the kids playing basketball together. Right now, I'm back on the island, but they asked me not to draw for now, so I'm doing just music again, kind of moving forward.
The culture of Rikers is everything stays with Rikers until they are the ones that let it out. If you were there when Khalid was there, that would have been a shining light of like humanity there in a human place.
It's like there's a lot of people that if it was just me that was at risk, then maybe it would have fought it. Not to go crazy, kicking and screaming and trying to really, beat them at their game. I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna like live to fight another day right now and keep on doing my work on the island. Because to me, like the joys are important, but the work with the actual kids outweighs it. There's a few good things happening. Very few.
DOC officers were here undercover documenting the work. That was kind of intimidating, and then all the threats were made neither to Jacob directly nor to the Queen's Museum, but on these points of leverage that they probably know are the risks you don't want to take of incriminating the kids further of his nonprofit, the Friends of the Academy. His program's being shut down, so that it was very obviously that they were hitting those marks where it hurts the most.
This country was founded on anti-censorship. Henry Louis Gates is a Harvard historian. He said censorship is to art as lynching is to justice.
They just want to shut you up. They don't want to hear what you're all about. They don't want to see nothing. They just want to suppress you. And if they can suppress you and we allow that to happen, then who knows what else might happen from there, you know what I mean? Today it's this, tomorrow it could be something else worse, you know, and I don't want to just, you know, say what's on my mind because that's actually kind of scary. So I'm thinking to myself, like, that's just wrong.
I have a good connection with the kids. I had a good connection with the officers, the POC, all the way up to the commissioner's office. Because I'm the only one walking around with a cello on my back. You know, there's not a lot of, my style is just different. You know, it's like, it's not structured, it's not prescriptive. I'm not coming in and telling the kids everything they know is wrong and you have to change every way. You know, I'm kind of trying to come and just like level with them, you know, meet with them, just kind of as a more friendly, like, you know, interaction.
Whenever there's some kind of a state institution, and anytime it's, especially when it's in a business of holding other people's children away from them, you have to wage a public opinion war. What allows you in a public social contract to hold my children away from me? In the public war, you have to be able to present art programs. We got these kids psychotherapists, art therapy. That's not too shabby. I don't know if anyone trusts Jacob, but they use Jacob. He's one of, I told Jacob, he's easily one of the most successful programs that Rikers Island has ever seen in its history, bar none. It's nothing particularly embarrassing or nothing that anybody particularly seems to disagree with publicly. Yes, there are 16, 17-year-olds on Rikers. The kind of twingy sense of control is extended to non-political images of children. They're just images of the kids. And if you feel, if it elicits that type of reaction, just a portraiture, where are we?
At the end of the 3 years, Khalif then came home and he dropped all charges. Khalif, after the 3 years, came home, but he suffered already 3 years on Rikers, over 1,000 days in solitary confinement. There's a collateral effect that happens to people when your child is arrested. My mom went to visit my brother on Rikers, and they had an alarm while she was there. They shut down Rikers. My mom thought it was her son, my brother, going through it, and she ended up having a heart attack on Rikers Island, just in the fear of what happened to her son and why can't she see her son. And so Khalif ended up in my mom's house June 6, 2015, committed suicide in my mom's house. We went through the air conditioner vent and tied a noose and jumped out of my mom's window. My mom then ended up having a heart attack and she didn't pass as well. My son is in jail, can you help? And so we already built a network of attorneys where we then forward them to, where they can get the help they need. And if it's not attorneys only, then get the mother in counseling, give her some kind of therapy, and we work with these groups so that we can actually redirect the conversation from, okay, don't be panicked, let's help you get along this process.
Thank you, Akeem, for sharing your story. It's deeply touching, and everybody needs to hear the story. For those of you who saw the exhibition, you know what I'm talking about. It was extremely powerful and extremely disturbing to look at a wall of over 600 portraits looking back at you. And this is youth, and we're all people of color, and when you experience that, you experience the systemic injustice and the systemic racism and the abuse on people of poverty. The work is not harmless at all. The work is extremely powerful in terms of telling that story in a direct, emotional way. Thank you, Jacob, for doing that work, and keep putting it out there in as many ways as you can.
Thank you guys for all the work you're doing. I'm a poet, playwright. I came up, you know, in a way where I was also, as you say, a troublemaker as a kid, and I got the great fortune of dodging the justice system several times. And I said, well, this is what I do. I write poems, and I can try to teach them to write poems as they come into the waiting room. Like guys who are checking in with the probation officers. published this magazine, Free Verse, for the 6th time. This past issue had over 1,000 submissions. And so now, not only were they on the payroll with Free Verse, now they're on the payroll for Teachers and Writers Collaborative. So they're being paid outside that system, right? And that's what we're trying to do, is what I've done, all of these places, work as a working artist for over 20 years in New York, is to say, I want my guys, I say my guys, I want our guys hired too. I want them paid too. I want them to have jobs too. Just like I got that opportunity, I want them to have that opportunity.
Freedom ain't free. Freedom ain't selling the idea of. Freedom ain't a marketing strategy. Freedom ain't the latest fashion. Freedom ain't a new age faux deep. Freedom ain't a comfy couch of heaven. Freedom ain't a spoon ain't here Matrix movie. Freedom is a possibility of a truly lived life. Freedom is love rearranged.
I speak what got JFK assassinated, Michael Jackson drugged, so heaven have a casket waiting.
I just want to be equal. Equal. 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 Damn it, I just want to be. No, I need to be equal. I need to feel free. I need me some justice when you are unjust to me. No one is of supremacy but the supreme one above. I just want to be equal. Thank you.
I'm very affectionate. Ladies, when it comes to the fellas and we got you. No need to hold back your love. I'm gonna say it again. We got you.
But they need some, so he looking real thick. Even with her jeans on, and he telling me I'm trash. I don't see them doing better. I'm getting paid, so it's whatever. Everybody hating on me, but they ain't getting no cheddar.
Don't get caught up in someone else's web of dysfunction.
Listen, tossing that chicken, it doesn't matter. I be listen, add them up to the pot. Listen, I don't know, they don't know what I'm doing. Everybody getting out, they just follow what I'm moving. Listen.
Oh, so that's not.
Yeah, thank you.
It's coming in September. We just met with him yesterday.
Nice. That's right. Yeah, no, I know the neon.
The neon is there. We're in the Bronx neon is where we are, but we probably start at Harlem.
That's the one where there's like, it's like a glass.
You know where the parking lot is? There's a parking lot, the movie theater right there. At 161.
He was quiet as a mouse. Now all of a sudden he's the leader of like a major gang. They just set all that paperwork and they just setting him up for a federal indictment. They're going to take them all to the feds and give them forever. Watch. They did it to the Latin Kings.
We live and direct. I feel like I've never walked down this street before. All these Jews. Yeah. Oh, brand new. The Department of Corrections can suck my fucking dick. Donald Trump can also suck my fucking dick.
Yeah, and so
Hey, what's up?
how are you? I'm Nina, Antonina on the
Yeah. How's it going?
First.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Still deciding which way audience is going to face, or we can even do something fun like 2 truths and a lie, and at the end of your set, the audience can guess. I don't know. Cellist, although he plays many instruments, but he will be playing the cello tonight. He goes to Rikers Island and he teaches instruments and also performs there. Yeah. I'm going to do 2 truths and a lie with all 3 of them. So here are Jacob's 2 truths and a lie. He's a Gemini. He's wearing the glasses on his face for fashion, not because he needs them prescription-wise. His most used app on his phone is chess.com. Everyone welcome Jacob!
Just pluck that shit. Just pluck.
Yeah, it's Jacob's friend.
Pluck. Just pluck. Just pluck.
You can talk amongst yourselves, guys. Don't be
So just pluck, pluck. Yeah, you should pluck. Yeah, just pluck it. Sorry.
Okay, we're about to have a YOLO moment, and Jacob's gonna do some magic while we wait for what he needs.
One more time for Jacob.
Save the day. What's your name? Zeb. What is it? Zeb. Zeb?
That's good enough.
How do you spell it? How do you spell it?
G.
Oh, Jet. Okay, I thought it was your name Zeb. Got it.
Over here, you wild one. Come over here, you wild son. Sit over there and make your day. All of the children run out to play. Oh, Oh,